Hello guys, most welcome to Bindu Study Guide. Today we are going to discuss a new chapters in your civics part, that is sharing the power. That is the first chapters of your civics or political science. The chapter has been started with experiment with examples in two states, namely Belgium and Sri Lanka. So first of all, we should know what is power and what is sharing. Power sharing is the name of the chapter. So power here means the authority to do something in a particular field, in a particular region, so that is according to the capacity. The power should be used by everybody. Ethnic groups means that is a group of the peoples who share some common cultures, language and religious, etc. And these ethnic groups are very important in the sharing of powers. One example, in our country India, there are so many communities, so many languages, but our Indian government has taken the methods through the constitutions in such a way all the people, group of peoples are united. So here in Belgium case, the Belgium is a small country and the main part is Brussels is one, that is the capitals, then Flemish area in the north part of the Belgium, where 59% peoples used to speak Dutch language. On the other hand, in the southern part of the Belgians, the name of the important areas is Wallonias, and there 40% people are used to speak French language, while the others, that is 1% peoples used to speak German language. But here again the divisions, the Belgiums or any country can be localized in rural areas and city areas. Here the Brussels, the capital city of the Belgiums, was dominated by the French speaking people, and they are numbered, that is 80% people used to speak French language, where only 20% speaking Dutch speaking people. Now the question is, language is closely concerned with the cultures and the efficiency in their educations, employment, etc. So when the different language, that is French language, Dutch language, German language are speaking here in the different regions, different numbers of the people are using it. That's why it is very as usual that conflict may arise. So during the times of 1950 to 60, there are confusions, tensions, especially between the Dutch speaking people and French speaking people, whereas the German government tried to tackle it by amendment of their constitutions, and there were 4 amendments in the times during 1970 to 93. Why this amendment? You have got the amendment means that is the change in the constitutions. So here according to the need and requirement of the German peoples regarding to their language authority, right to language cultures, they amended, and all the people of living in the Germans, whether they are Dutch speaking, whether the French language speaking, that does not matter. They were provide their right by making three types of the government, and central government, state government, and there are community government also, that is community government from different language group peoples represented are sent to form the community government. In this way, the German government very efficiently accommodate all the groups, all the peoples of different languages, and provide a very peaceful situation, peaceful in the accommodations of the all groups. And side by side, now we are moving towards another state, that is Sri Lanka nation. This is our neighboring countries, Sri Lankan, and in the pictures of the Sri Lankas, here we will also highlight the language group people, where 74% people are belonging to the Buddhist religions, and they used to speak Sinhala language. Sinhala is the important language in Sri Lanka, and this Sinhala language, in course of times after being independent Sri Lanka, in independent Sri Lanka, this Sinhala language was adopted as the official language, the state language, by making an act in 1956. Now the question is, these divisions of the Sri Lankan people, 74% are Sinhala speaking, and 18% of people are Tamil people. That is, Tamil peoples again are divided in two groups. One is that is Sri Lankan Tamil. Sri Lankan Tamils, that is, their forefathers were living in Sri Lanka, and another group of the peoples, that is Indian Tamil, they are migrated from the Indian Tamil state to Sri Lanka in search of work, especially in the plantation work. The plantation was organized, was established by the colonial government, the Britishers, and the Indian states, that is Tamil, provided a huge number of laborers in plantations. So when the people migrated to Sri Lanka, the Tamil peoples became the inhabitant, the citizens of theirs, but there was one problem. The problem is just the pictures of the opposite pictures, countries of the Belgium. There, all the people's group, language group, that is Sinhala community and Tamil communities, they were not provided their facility equally. When the Sinhala language was adopted as the state language in 1956, the people, that is group of the Sinhala people, they feels superior than that of the Tamil people, and the majoritarians want important term. Majoritarianism is means that is in a country or nations, in a democratic countries, there are majorities government is established there, but in that case, you should keep in your mind majority. Take 1 minute our Indian example. Nowadays, our major group, political group is BJP, who is leading the government. But it does not, they are major political party, they have formed the government, but it does not mean that they can do anything avoiding the right or refusing the right of the minor classes or the other political parties or groups who do not belong to BJPs or the parties belonging to the government. In Sri Lanka, the major groups was Sinhala speaking people. They formed the government and they never see the interest of the Tamil people. As a result, what happened? The Tamil peoples, especially living in the northern regions of the Sri Lanka, they became dissatisfied and they again and again try to face their problems. That is, in the case of education, employment, and others' right also, they were deprived. So they forms one Tamil Elam party in the northern area, which is dominated by the Tamil peoples, and ultimately they start struggles, movement, rebellions against the Sri Lankan government. And you know, when the rebellion is start, the nation is to lose so many things, its manpower, its property, its industries, community, everything is damaged. So when the Tamil Elam party start movement demanding the separate state for the Tamil peoples, there was a civil war, and as a result, the Sri Lankans economic systems, Sri Lankans administrative systems became destroyed, and the two examples in Belgium and Sri Lankan, if you compare, it is बिल्कुल क्या है, डिफरेंट टाइप है. बेल्जियम में जैसा कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस को अमेंडमेंट करके सभी लोगों को अपना अपना कि वो ग्रुप अनुसार, लैंग्वेज ग्रुप अनुसार की सब ग्रुप को फैसिलिटी दिया करता था, उसको एकोमोडेट करता था. एकोमोडेट मीन्स उसको डिमांड जो है, माइनॉरिटी ग्रुप जो है उसका जो राइट है उसको भी एक्सेप्ट किया था. लेकिन श्रीलंका में क्या हुआ, इसमें मेजोरिटेरियन ये मेजर ग्रुप जो है वो लोग सोचा करता था कि हम लोग का जो मन चाहे वही करेंगे, जो माइनॉरिटी ग्रुप है वो लोग का कोई जो कम संख्यक ग्रुप है वो लोग का इंटरेस्ट का ख्याल नहीं दिया था. तो ये था कि दोनों स्टेट में शेयरिंग. अभी पावर शेयरिंग के बारे में हम लोग जब देर डिस्कस करेंगे उसमें कई फॉर्म है. जैसा हमारे इंडिया में आप फॉलो कर सकते हैं 3 स्टेजेस गवर्नमेंट, लोकल गवर्नमेंट है, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है. एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हर स्टेट लेवल ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट में की वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पावर जो है डिवाइड कर दिया गया है. जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन पॉलिटिकल पावर, जो गवर्नमेंट का जो पावर है वो डिवाइड कर दिया गया है. ऑन द अदर हैंड यू कैन सी इनसाइड द गवर्नमेंट देयर आर 3 institutions, separate institutions: legislature, executive and judiciary. Each and every institution has their particular areas, that is in certain powers they can enjoy it. In the same ways, the different department of the government, that is the power is shared by different groups, different wings of government. So hope you are clear about what is power sharing, how power sharing is extracted, executed in our society, what is the main difference between the systems of the power sharing in Belgium, and that's enough for today's. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my channels if you like it.